on. I need time.
What, you told me you were ready. I don't know why you had to be difficult when we start. It's fine.
You know who they called difficult? They called Joan of Arc difficult. They called Marie Curie difficult. You know what? Powerful, strong women are difficult. Hate to tell you.
We're going to go over this one more time. You are not a woman.
Hello. This is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
I'm just going to listen to this while we just wait. I don't know what's going to happen.
We're going to tell y'all what this is in a minute.
If you know what this is, come at us.
No, if you know what this is, I'm disturbed. I promise it'll pay off.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, y'all.
This is Darcy. Here we go. Yeah, we can't do any more.
Oh.
Lock it. Lock my number in your phone. That is Darcy and her sister's
the Silva sisters.
Single.
And
Lock your number.
Their hit, which a lot of people don't know.
It is not a hit.
Before that Old Town Road song was a hit for weeks, the Silva Twins' "Lock My Number" was not a number one.
No,
not even a number 1,000. Y'all, the cover of that
raced up the charts at number 11,800.
The picture of that on Spotify, the album cover, it's a picture of
they would
two
do well at a gay club.
Late 40 women on their phones with just numbers and hashtags all over.
Wow. That really responds. They are kind of made of hashtags. You could build those two women out of hashtags.
They are. Y'all.
This is 90-Day Gays.
This is a 90 Days
If you
Gays.
couldn't tell from that previous song.
If y'all haven't been...
you haven't downloaded Lock Your Number.
Wow, that is just...
That's going to be my new ringtone.
I'm going to listen to
Lock
that.
your number on my phone. Which makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't. When I feel bad about my choices, I'm going to listen to that song and feel better because y'all bitches be crazy.
They spent $30,000 on that song.
Yeah, you know one of them let some guy
No, they've got money.
Boobs.
I think they've got money. They've got money through divorcing.
Really?
They've had to.
Darcy was just on the Jerry O'Connell show.
He has a show?
Apparently.
I've always kind of wanted to have sex with him.
Oh, for sure.
He's so hot.
He's
hot.
got
that aw shucks mentality.
Because he was a fat kid.
I know.
Fat kids that grow up to get hot are nice.
Oh,
and they're the best in bed.
It's like what's his name?
Love you afterwards.
The kid from
This is thrilling. This is just
Jerry Maguire. Jonathan Lipnicki.
Oh, Jonathan Lipnicki
is cute now.
He's a beefcake.
You know who is even hotter?
Who?
The kid from A Christmas Story. Gorgeous.
He's a musical theater producer now. He produces a show that.
It's
you
hot.
know who's also hot? that guy, now I'm blanking. The guy was in, one of the guys that was in All That. He kind of looks like he drank a lot now and is probably sober, but
I never watched that show.
Ooh.
That was Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get that.
Oh.
You were privileged.
Well, I got Nickelodeon,
nice.
But I didn't get Fox. Remember?
Well, and you were a child of divorce, so they probably gave that to you so you didn't feel that hole inside your life.
Eat your Chef Boyardee, Matthew. Okay, Mama. Why don't you and Daddy love each other? You want a Dr. Pepper?
My parents stayed together, and it was basically nonstop fighting. But I never doubted.
What's better.
I never doubted that they loved me. I did question whether they loved each other. I did question that.
Do you ever feel guilt that the reason you're? Well, I guess not now.
Yes,
but
I
you
really
feel
feel
like your
that way.
parents just stayed together for
Yes, I do.
I don't have that.
Now it's just codependent.
So now it's not even about you.
No, it's not about me. It's about them having to find other lives to live.
Speaking of, you're giving me a great segue. Speaking of people finding other lives to live, let's talk about our first
lonely heart,
Miss Avery. Miss Avery, y'all. Love doesn't stop a lost phone. It doesn't.
Honestly,
y'all, we were tired before we did this show and
I'm revived.
I'm kind of waking up now.
She is one of the two members of this cast of the show that just fucking depresses me.
I don't know if she depresses you?
She depresses me because she's so brainwashed by some trauma in her past. She's so letting that run her life.
I said it last episode, and now you can't let it go.
No, you're dead on right. There's some kind of sexual trauma there. I swear to God, y'all.
I'm telling you.
She was either touched by her gymnast,
her
gymnastics
instructor.
teacher. Yeah,
that happened.
Something happened because no one converts to Islam who's in the middle of Ohio. You convert to Islam if you're in Phoenix. You convert to Islam if you're in Virginia Beach. You don't convert in Ohio. Something went wrong.
Well, apparently he locked that number, locked it on his telephone.
Y'all, that's my new ringtone.
Yo, I bet she would be on her show, our show. Darcy's Thirsty.
I want to just say that Avery did leave without her phone.
She did. I mean,
and she went with her mom. And mom was like, fine.
She did. I mean, this is so quote. I was like, wow, this is a strong tea. Give me strong tea and quotable. Thanks for singing it with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was involved.
You know what? He was drinking his vodka.
I was involved with other things.
With his vodka.
More important things.
I just love it when she says, it's so crazy. I'm like 19 years old and we're going to get married and we're going to live in Syria. Oh, so crazy.
That's not crazy. That's foolish. It has nothing to do with crazy. You're an idiot.
Y'all, I say this quote because I want to talk about the way we use the word crazy. Because it's not appropriate in culture anymore.
It's not. And
Stop
it's not
it.
crazy. Crazy means like, I don't know, I'm just so crazy. And sometimes people talk about it as, like, you use crazy as a good, like, oh, yeah, he's just as crazy as I am. It's considered to be something that is either fun or exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Mental illness is not funny.
I had someone when I was a camp director that told me that they've had mental illness, and that word offended them when
crazy?
People said it. Because they said they would talk about crazy is a fun time, and they said crazy is my everyday life. And I was like, wow.
Not to use that word, that's a snowflake reaction. Because you're going to hear the word crazy all the time, and whoever that said needs to live in a fucking bubble.
Well, it was somebody who was like polygender, polyamorous. Like they've got a lot of issues going on.
Well, how are they going to curate their life?
I don't know.
Because guess what? The world is there.
And
we walk into the world all the time.
They do. But mainly, my main thing is, it's like the word amazing. It doesn't mean it anymore, y'all.
I told my students they can't even use the word amazing.
No.
Or great.
Mm-mm.
All these words are empty.
I just got a flutter in my chest. I hope it's not a heart attack. Nope. It's just Avery making me feel sick to my stomach. So don't say crazy and don't say amazing, y'all.
We do see Omar, who is, we go to Beirut. Omar is hot. Hot.
Very
feeling
attractive.
hot. And he's a good dentist.
You know what? That's the song.
good teeth.
That's the song we sang in 6th grade in show choir because I helped design the outfits. And you know what You know what the guy?
Whoa. Whoa.
It's 6th grade.
Beep. Back it up. Back it up. Were you involved in designing clothing? How so?
I did have an input for the show choir outfits when I was in 6th grade because I said we should do some, I called it at the time marimba outfits. So like the girls.
This is going to wind up being racist.
No.
everybody.
The girls wore black dresses, and then they had like a neon pink ruffle, a neon green ruffle, and the neon orange ruffles on the bottom. And then the guys, my mom helped make them. The guys, we took black T-shirts and we put on the sleeves a pink ruffle, an orange ruffle, and then a neon green. So they matched. And we sang, "Me mind on fire, me soul on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot."
In that accent.
In Lone
we're gonna-
Grove, Oklahoma.
We're going to pause for everyone to be mortified. I'll give you 4 seconds.
Because I remember the Sopranos were going,
2,
feeling hot,
3,
hot, hot.
4. It's okay. You can process that
It's in
and
the
take that later.
air, celebration time.
Stop it now. Stop it
We
now.
have this party sound. Wait, hold on. This is my part. So we go rum, 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 rum. Yeah, rum, 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 rum.
They did it in the accent, obviously.
You know what? We killed. And you know what? The men's outfits looked a lot like Caesar's outfit he wanted to get married in. They were all black within just like a bam of color.
I would imagine that
I literally have that note.
most of this audience was white.
Yeah. Yeah. That thought it was great.
Anyway, we meet Omar.
Our superintendent, Gary Scott, said it was cultured.
Shut up.
Gary Scott was great. God bless him. Great superintendent. Anyway,
I've
y'all.
never heard anyone be a great
He
superintendent.
was a good, because then the next one came and he was a coach before, and he just ran
y'all,
all the arts
if you've
out.
ever have been taught by a coach, you know that's not going to be good. We had a coach.
Some are good, but
we
very
had a
few.
coach who called for sex ed who called condoms condoms.
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 Gary Scott, he made sure that he gave money to the arts and band and told the football team to go fuck themselves.
Wow, that
I
is
know.
impressive.
I know. That's why he got left.
I-
All right, let's talk about Omar.
I-
Ooh, he's a dentist.
He's a dentist.
to be a dentist.
He also does this thing where he talks about his soulmate as well. And I'm just creeped out by the term soulmate. That you think you're going to meet them on the
you
internet.
have to move on because it's a colloquialism that everyone uses.
Yeah, but it's not real.
But it's real to them, and it's part of the thing.
Makes no sense.
I think if you ask them the definition of soulmate, it would be varying degrees of definitions for each person.
You can't speak.
I had a vodka.
There you go.
There you go. You know what I was saying and listening to Omar? When I watch the show, again, I just want to call out my own American privilege that I thought this show was going to be more like the Caesars of the world with Maria's catfishing them and just fucking them over. And you know what? I watch this and I'm like, they're getting the shit into the stick.
The people in the other countries are so much more together.
Omar is this really together guy, and y'all,
He's a little orthodox religion-wise
he is religious,
for me.
but think of where he is. But
Yeah.
he's coming from this. He's got his life together. He probably wants to build a life and have a family. And
Even
he's got
Ziad is more put together.
Yes. And Omar's got to deal with this basic bitch from Ohio who just wants to be on fucking Instagram.
She does.
I mean,
she wants to be the Islamic Instagram star.
She does. She wants to be like that girl that married she wants to be like what's her name who married a Jonas brother, but she like
I don't know what
Priyanka Chopra.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's amazing.
She is amazing,
No.
but I mean she's talented.
She's an actual actor.
But Ashley or Avery
Ashley
is not. James Avery is not.
James Avery from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, James! I was talking about the jeweler. James Avery was huge in Texas. Everybody what?
You mean the jeweler, not the Fresh
jeweler?
Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes.
I've never heard of James
Denise Stoms, my college friend, she worked at James Avery.
Avery.
She's a teacher in Houston.
We're gonna move on.
Sorry, y'all. I think that vodka's kicking in.
We're gonna move on to Darcy.
Darcy. Are we done?
Lock your phone.
Wait, I don't think. Are we? I think we're. I guess.
Yeah,
we
we're
are
done with Omar.
He's a serious. He wants to get married with her. Oh, one thing. He talks about Avery told me she had dated before.
I don't like to hear about Avery's past.
You know,
I'm kind of okay with that. I don't want people who I'm dating. I don't want them to know about my past.
I literally
want to know everything about theirs.
I literally typed in my notes. Poodle does this to every guy he dates. Jake, have you been with another man? What do you say? Like someone
Once upon a time
in college?
Yeah,
in college, and that was it.
And
but it's been like 10 years.
You've never been arrested for domestic violence? Never. I've never had a problem with stalking.
And you've never had a football team pass you around like a football, and when
like a lazy Susan?
And when the 10th guy come on you, they went, touchdown! You've never had that happen to you?
Nope. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a novice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check, please.
He was so cute, though, when he was waiting for her and holding hands the first time. And, he's walking around the airport with a huge boner.
He was.
Just bone to the... Anyway.
I think I did write down earlier when he was talking about... I think it might have been later when he said he's gonna like dress up really nice for her. Yeah, that's later.
She's gonna break him when they have sex.
I agree.
Break him.
He's dressed up in. He's like, for my most beautiful outfit, which definitely came from the sale rack at Old Navy.
It wasn't even Izod. It was definitely Old Navy.
It was not Izod. He felt beautiful in his outlet. They still don't know where her luggage is.
No, and props to Mom for backseat driving, even in another country.
And I will say this.
Good for her.
Are they supposed to be going over the lines? Oh, yeah,
I guess I'll go drink since no one else can.
Mom is cunty. I'm going to say it now. She is Cuntosaurus Rex.
Cuntosaurus Rex.
I've got to say also that... Mom, I will say one good thing about Mom. When she saw Avery hug Omar, she was happy.
She was genuinely happy.
She saw her daughter be happy, which she probably hasn't been happy in a long time.
I smiled too. It was a sweet moment.
It was.
I do think they love each other in the only way they know how.
There was one little bit about Avery at the end when she was talking to her mom, and he said, he looks so kissable. But now she was talking to her mom, and she's like, yeah, I feel like I touched him too much, blah, blah, blah. And the mom, who is supposed to like be on her team, says, yeah, I think you did. You did. You did,
she
Avery.
Did. Fucked it up.
You
might as well go home to your phone.
She could have just been... You might as well go home to your cell phone and text your friends. Can I move the flight up? It really was like, you did.
You did.
You touched him too much, Avery.
Wow.
Yeah, enough of that. But he seems like a nice guy. Can we go home?
And maybe you didn't tell your mother about when you were touched, Avery, and therein lies the problem.
Something's wrong.
Y'all, I have a question for you and for everybody listening.
Are you talking to me or who?
I'm talking to the world. Actually, I'm talking to Dyson.
I'm not going to answer.
Because I want to...
Dyson?
You know Dyson, who makes
the
vacuums and those little air things that blow when you dry your hands off? I wondered... When they made those air blow dryers for bathrooms, if they thought one day this is going to dry off some girl's titties,
not just
in an airport bathroom,
and not just any titties, titties that are defying laws of gravity that have yet to be written, and the titties that have smaller circular titties on the side of her body.
She does kind of have two boobs.
She's got two boobs, y'all. She's got boobs that are like right where your, like it's that sensitive nerve on the side, right where your like oblique is,
where Jesus was stabbed.
Exactly. She's got it set. She's got four titties. Darcy has four titties.
As Jake says, she's got tig old bitties.
She's got tig old bitties, and they're completely natural.
Completely.
Because four titties are natural for women.
Y'all, but she's got to get ready for her new boyfriend. And by the way, Good. What are we dropping here? Why does Darcy, and I think I said this before, but again, there's always a descriptive adjective. She can't say, I'm going to go see my boyfriend. She says, I'm going to go see my handsome, sexy new boyfriend.
Do you notice how she videos everything almost to like make sure it's real?
It's like her whole life is scripted.
Like,
if it's not documented, then it's not happening.
And do you feel like even when she's talking to the camera, it's like she's acting as a persona of quote unquote Darcy for the camera? Everyone else is kind of living their life. Even Rebecca, who is a little bit off camera issues as well. But Darcy,
it makes you go. It makes you wonder how much of this is fake or not with her. I don't think it is. I think she's just cuckoo kaboo.
They scripted a bunch, and she's ready to do it.
I do feel like on this episode, I felt like the confessionals were in the beginning were really like forced.
They were.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to meet.
One thing I think about her, she's obsessed with today's going to be the most perfect day ever.
It's the script.
She has this ideal in her head of she's building up everything. Nothing will ever compete.
I agree with that. Yes. Yeah. Literally, that's a great way. Everything is being built up.
We did talk about her bathroom routine, and it was what I wrote. She's lotioning, choosing wardrobe with thigh-high boots. Then she forgot her pants.
She
put on a jacket, and then she forgot her pants. And like she just forgot to put pants on.
And then
that happens with some women sometimes.
And
they
then
forget pants.
Should I wear a sensible heel or a boot that makes me look like a hooker?
The pretty woman.
And this is what I have to say about her boots. Let's go, girls.
Copyright issues.
She looked, y'all. I love Shania Twain.
Okay, we can play Darcy's song because they're never going to get any money from us.
But Shania Twain
will sue the fuck out of us.
It's not that she'll find out I'm her biggest fan.
No, some lawyer will take all our money.
That's why I only played like one because
we're going to have to delete that.
But I'm just saying. She literally looked like Shania Twain in Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Which is appropriate for a video where you're singing about going out as a woman to fuck a man.
Yeah.
Not to meet.
She also has enough hair extensions for 3 women, y'all.
4.
It's like horse hair. It's so thick. Like, something's going on.
4 women are like 2 Swedish women because they have big heads. I can say that because
look
I'm
like
Swedish.
milkmaidy.
It is. I want to talk about probably the most stressful, nerve-wracking part of this episode for Poodle.
Okay.
And that was when Darcy sprayed the perfume.
I have marked it several times.
Jake would have died.
I have problems with scents, with perfumes and scents, y'all. I wrote down that she probably smelled like a Victoria's Secret dressing room. It was Victoria's Secret.
But you know what? Guys love that. They'll go to strip bars and they'll say,
like,
the girl smells so good.
Isn't
they
that
smell
weird?
So pretty. They smell like pretty nice
And I don't
ladies.
like cologne either. I don't like cologne on guys.
I
don't like perfume on women.
There was a dick dancer because let's just call him what he was.
Dick dancer.
At Mickey's.
Dick
and
dancer,
I remember he was
service.
from Brazil and he would wear like coconut oil with a little bit of lavender on his body, and if I smell that smell right now, I feel a little bit of movement in my nether region still because it's a good memory. Remember, I had a good night and I lost $100, but that's okay. It's okay.
I also said, I wrote down, I feel sorry for that cab driver who's had to hear her talk the entire time.
Oh, you're turning left. Oh, you're turning left.
Oh, my God. I feel like I'm making a left turn in my life.
This is another road closer to my hot, sexy man. Let me play with my hair.
Man.
Can you smell my perfume? And he's like,
she cannot get her hands out of her hair.
She cannot. So we get a 24 hours earlier with Tom, and we find out Pierce Brosnan, he is not. Woo!
He's also been lying about what he looks like.
Yeah.
He hasn't taken a picture of him to send to her in about 10 years.
This is the relationship that I actually think, even more than Caesar and Ukrainian woman, because at least that's one way. This is the relationship where I feel like is the most shady on both parties.
Yeah.
I'm like, are y'all just wanting to be on TV?
It's bad.
It's not good.
I feel like he's just an asshole. Like, I saw a little bit of him being fun at the very end, but I feel like he wants her to adapt to his lifestyle only.
I was trying to listen to what you said, which I think was probably true and important, but I just kept thinking about his sister's teeth, and I just was thinking of Mr. Ed, because it was like, I mean...
She's like an uglier Rebel Wilson.
Kind of, and I don't mean to call out someone's... She seemed very nice. In fact, I liked the joke that she made when he said...
Yeah, he's like, and I'm thin.
And she was like, I'm not going to sleep with her. And she was like, and I'm thin.
I really must say, she had so much blush that she looked like one of those Christmas Caroler figurines who was cold outside. They're freezing outside. They're like, oh, they got such red blush.
Please give me some more.
Please give me a tip. Maybe a slice of fruitcake, please.
But she says he's been really, really heartbroken. So maybe this whole douchebag is like a guy's, kind of like his level, his armor.
I think he's a douchebag.
I think so too. I'm just trying to.
My favorite was he's like, yeah, I've never really. I'm quite good at getting girls to the bedroom, but I'm really never good with getting them any farther. I'm like, great. This sounds like that's exactly what I want to hear.
Exactly what Darcy needs. Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, y'all, when you're about to meet somebody for 4 years now, you've been talking to them in person. Before you walk into the restaurant, what's usually around the front door at a restaurant? What usually to your right or to your left? Usually you want to throw away your trash?
Yeah.
Spit out your fucking gum before you meet somebody for the goddamn first time.
Well,
what is the problem with people and gum?
That's a pet peeve of mine. I feel like no one should be around. I feel like chewing gum in someone else's presence is rude. But that's me. Like, I find that chewing gum...
You know what?
I was raised with a mother who chewed gum constantly, so it's probably more my issue than anything else.
I'm glad you realize that. Although the older I get, the more I agree. Unless it's a very casual
It really
environment.
bothers me. It really bothers me.
Like, I don't mind if it's a friend, but if you're just meeting for someone or business...
If you're meeting someone for business and you're chewing a piece of gum, I will think you're a fucking idiot. That's exactly what I'll think.
I won't put that judgment on you. I
will.
I would just probably look at your teeth in your mouth and think about your saliva. And if you're handsome, I'd probably think about you doing stuff with your mouth.
I want to also give a good quote and quote and quotable. Strong tea,
give me strong tea with quote and quotable.
This is another Tom. He says
his name is Tom.
That's an obscure musical theater reference.
It is.
Tom says, it occurs to me, I don't mind hearing about her problems, so I guess I must care for her.
That was literally the way the Grinch on Whoville talks about how I learned to care about somebody.
Because, y'all, that just tells you, wait, I'm starting to feel empathy. Oh my, what is happening to me? Oh, bother.
As we say on the show.
I must care for her somehow.
I'm going to say this in a British accent. Maybe he'll get it. You might want to process that.
Wait, I'm starting to feel for someone. I'm starting to listen to them. Oh, my.
I mean.
Yeah,
he's
a real piece.
I have another strong tea, quote and quotable.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how we all look on the outside. It matters what's on the inside. I'm sorry. Can I say that again? I want to put more blush on. Please, can I inject my lips some more before I say that?
She reapplied so many times this episode.
That poor cab driver sitting outside his fucking car while she's looking at his mirror. Y'all, the fact that Darcy actually said that when she was disappointed in the way Tom looks says something. And it was when she said, just sorry, I want to say this real
No.
quick. When she says, it's okay that he's not a hot gym man.
A hot gym man.
Because y'all know that's what she
That
wanted.
was what she wanted.
That's what she wanted, y'all.
Well, Darcy's mind, in Darcy's mind, she's 26 years old.
And in Darcy's mind, the only thing that's valid about her is her pussy and getting fucked.
Her tits and her face.
And so the
and her
hotter the
pussy.
guy that fucks
Yep.
her, the hotter and the better
Agreed.
she feels about herself.
My favorite moment of Darcy's segment this week was him saying, "So am I as you expected?" There was this pause, and you could see Darcy say, "How do I say this?" And then the part of her brain that says, "Please love me, please love me, please love me," that shook her head, and she was like, that said, "You're going to say this. Here's what you're going to say." This like living, breathing nerve that is that part of her brain. She's like, "Better. You're better than I expected." And I'm like,
Better.
You need an Emmy for what you just did. The 5-second pause that it took to say that,
Her
felt
eyes-
in my guts.
Her eyes blinked 20 times in that 5-second pause. And I liked how you described that dark voice. It reminded me of the nothing from the Neverending Story.
The nothing, Sebastian. Sebastian, please. And then that y'all
going.
and then that and Falcor, who said shit like "I like children," that was fucked up.
Why you ruin things for
I encourage
us?
everyone to
No.
look on YouTube at how Falcor was creepy with kids.
Turn around. Tell me what you see. Does anybody
show.
actually know those words?
And you know what's weird is Angela is kind of like the rock monster.
Even with her scrunchie on her
Yes.
head. I'm going to get that Nairobi dick. I'm going to bite it off.
Nairobi. No, you're thinking of Nigerian.
Now, they all are starting to blend together a little bit.
I know.
Wherever it is, you can go on safari there. That's what you need to remember. Wow.
Shall we move on?
That was a good
Miss Angela?
segue. Yes, let's talk about Angela.
Oh,
Y'all, Angela
y'all,
goes-
every time it comes up is Angela, and I go, woo! Here we go. I just prepare myself.
She is a woman. Apparently, I need to have an etiquette class on this show. What to do when you meet people. Because, first of all, you chew gum. Second of all, if you're going to go see your attorney,
You don't wear a shirt with cutouts.
why don't you take off your headphones? Why don't you just take your headphones off? I need to know that if you get a call, you're just not going to say, "Excuse me," and just pick up that little ear. No.
I like that her lawyer looked like Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter.
He didn't look
Y'all, he changes into a mouse regularly. Regularly. although he did throw some wisdom down on her. I did comment on her wardrobe. She looked like an extra from Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
She did.
With the hair.
Yes,
Hair
yes, she
scrunchy.
did. Yes.
Everything about her makeup.
our whole wardrobe. Not to jump to, but when she was
Showing her
talking to her friend,
wrinkly cougar chest.
her cougar, just talking to her friend, who I still don't understand who that other guy is.
Neither
I don't. It's probably somebody they called from Central Casting, said, "Hey, can you listen to the rock monster talk about our problems?" But I just couldn't take her seriously when she's literally just sitting there, fucking talking about she's talking about how he's cheating on her and she can't trust him, and she's wearing scrubs that just say
Oh. Feeling rough. There's dogs on them, y'all, and they say things like feeling rough.
y'all.
And right below that says sit, stay, heal. as in
Y'all.
Heal.
Y'all, that's a red
Yeah,
flag
I don't know
right
where
there.
that guy came from.
Because
who
that is
was.
literally you, Angela. Just look in the mirror and read your shirt because that's what you need to do. You need to sit and stay, girl.
I agree. She needs to sit
Don't
and
go.
stay. I did enjoy the quote and quotable when she was talking to, I believe his name is Tony. Tony Parker.
Tony.
And he says, I mean, Tony, am I the damn bitch here or what?
Yeah.
I think that's something we all have said at times. Am I the damn bitch here or what?
I think maybe you have.
I've asked that.
And then before anyone answered, you said, yes.
I am the bitch.
I don't. But I don't understand this law with Angela. Well, first of all, I was surprised that if she brings him over, we both were surprised by that. She fucking has to pay for him even if they get divorced.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
That is disturbing.
I had the same problem.
Y'all, shit got real then. And then, of course, Angela said to her attorney, she's like, but I think I'm just going to go over and see him. I'm not too trusting of him, but I'm going to go over see him. And
We had trust issues.
And I know when I see him face to face, that I'm going to know exactly where I stand.
Yeah, I know where you stand. You'll be sitting on it. Oh, stop doing that. That's the rock monster.
Y'all, we just did a around the world Angela rock monster.
I want to move on to the part where we see her after work going into her house. And we all need to take a moment. I just wrote the amount of panel curtains in her house, and the panels are so loud that they are screaming at me.
They were like Lisa Frank panels.
There's so many panels of curtains.
Y'all, if y'all miss Lisa Frank, come at us.
Or it's like Cost Plus World Market too. Like it's like all like native-ish.
Caesars
things.
aren't good either.
We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna talk about panels. Also, too,
there was also stuffed animals on the bed.
That's what I was about to say. Did you notice that, y'all?
That's a red flag.
I was gonna say
red flag.
That is a. You know what, Angela? Congratulations. That is a red flag, and you might want to process that if you have fucking stuffed animals.
They are emotional support animals.
It made me think. I just want us to take a moment real quick. We've got time because her house is disgusting too. She needs to clean it.
There's like prescription drug bottles
everywhere. What do you think her nighttime routine is? When she gets in the bed, she lays. Y'all, she has a little fan across her because she needs a fan blowing on her face when she sleeps at night.
She watches Frasier because that makes her laugh. She watches two
So
episodes back to back of Frasier.
So funny. Smoker sees her.
She thinks
Niles, you're so straight.
She thinks Niles is the cutest thing in the world.
I just want a man like Niles.
Mm-hmm. And then she watches local news and sees people she recognizes.
She probably takes some olive oil that sits by her bed and just puts a drop on it and just puts it on her chest, thinking it's going to help tomorrow morning.
That cougar chest.
And guess what? It's not going to help.
And then after all that's over, she takes a Valium.
You know what? And her mama called this morning, said, I'm worried about my baby.
I don't know what's going on.
You don't know
here.
that Pam Tillis song? She'll turn 34 this week.
You alienated half of our audience.
Seems like
more
all
than half.
the good ones are gone.
0.5% of our audience knows this.
On our Sissy Squad, because we love our Sissy Squad, come at me if you know the Pam Tillis video. Post that on there for Poodle. It's a good song.
All right.
It's a good song. Because you know what? She's just Pam Tillis or Lori. Really, she's kind of like a fat Lori Morgan who's looking for something in red.
I love that song.
Because Lori Morgan smoked too much
and
went to a tanning bed too much.
She did. Anyway.
Where the fuck did we go?
So, I don't know. Angela accuses Michael of hanging out with the goofballs.
Now, one of them was...
Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I would love a night with all three goofballs.
Oh, man. Oh, yes.
I can think... That's me on the ceiling fan. I can think of a lot of things that we could do.
I mean, that one is
all four of us.
when he's like, men here like control.
Yes.
And I would say,
I went, check, please.
Okay. I just would have bent over like a baboon and presented my ass to them and gone,
I also have to say that, and I wrote this down, Southern women can tell people off better than anyone.
The God's honest truth.
She is so good at telling Michael off.
She is. Do we need it? Is this, my friend, a 90 Days theater reenactment?
I believe it might be.
Okay, I feel like you're going to be
All
Angela
right,
in this
90
one.
Days theater.
I feel like you should have a cigarette for this, but you don't smoke anymore.
It's going to be on my. It's holding on my lip. You'll hear it. You'll hear it in the reenactment. Michael.
Hi, Bubba.
We have serious trust issues, and I can't trust you because you're just going to go beep another girl and have a beep and blah, blah, blah. You know what? And, I don't know if I can trust you.
I'm just going out for my birthday with my friends.
Yeah. But you know what? It's always that way. The other times, I just like, this is me smoking. The other times, it's just like, you forget all about me, and I just gonna have one thing. So,
Yep.
and
Baby,
are we gonna try again?
Babe, you want me to show you my dick?
Yeah, but not right now because the cameras are here. But
we fine now,
anyway,
baby, right?
I want you to say that I can trust you.
You can trust me, and I will let you touch my dick.
That's all I want to hear. I will start with my sign off. You lying motherfucker.
And scene.
That actually was the sign off.
That was
verbatim. You lying motherfucker.
You know
was
what?
the sign off, which I'm going to start using actually.
kind of heard my grandma Hazel say that to many. That's how my dad used to say. She would hang up
Lying
the phone
motherfucker.
whenever his dad would call. Get your ass back to that two-bit whore where you came from, you lying motherfucker, before I get that chili can and beat her ass again.
We'll tell that story on another episode.
Oh, we already have. Oh, we haven't turned on this one.
We have told it on a different podcast.
Y'all, if y'all want to hear that story, I suggest y'all listen to Sweet Tea.
Did we tell it on that?
We
or
did tell on Sweet Tea.
Oh, God, it was so awful.
Well, you know, that's my family.
Jesus.
Anyway, but she misses him and kisses him. And
it's going to work out perfectly.
Maybe it's going to work out, y'all. And Skylar can have that
I think those
baby.
two kids can make it work.
I think those two kids can make it. Let's talk about...
I believe we have a new one.
Oh, we had... Well, first we had...
we have Rebecca, too.
Yeah, let's talk about
first.
Ziad and Rebecca real quick. I mean, not too much happened with them, except for basically, y'all...
Except for they fucked.
They fucked!
And they looked like fucking Lucy and Ricky the next day after.
Okay, so she seemed to be really into it the day after they fucked, and he kind of looked like...
He's like, I think I could do better.
God, no, we go smoke something so I can... There's all this stuff where she's driving in traffic, and y'all, Rebecca is really pissed off in traffic because this guy that she loves didn't tell her that she's going to have to drive in traffic. Oh, yeah, and she didn't tell him what she fucking looked like in real life. So, yeah, Rebecca, you fucking win.
I will say that Americans are the worst people in the world because they're like, this doesn't happen in America. Almost everyone said that here. We're awful.
You're horrible if you say that. Even if you think it, you keep it to yourself.
Because tourists who come here are the last people to say, this doesn't happen in Germany.
Yeah.
You know, Americans are so fucking entitled.
Although some people do say that about their guns because...
That's true.
We love our guns here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anyway, not to get political.
But Rebecca, but people are shocked. So Rebecca is pissed about traffic. They finally get to the hotel. They check for a bomb. Who cares? Then they fuck the morning after, and she's all like,
she's fuck drunk.
Do you love me more? And he's like,
yes, I love you more.
Yes,
baby,
I love you.
I want to cut to where they're at the hookah bar.
Oh,
and he's like, so I hot this girl because she cheat on me. I hate her. You hate her? I hate her. I hate her. And then at one point he's like, yes, man get jealous, blah, 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 and girl do bad thing. This is man. It was a very, just a blanket statement. This is how men are.
Although he seemed quite normal. Whereas, again, she just starts launching into her ex for 20 minutes.
And she's still married.
And literally, even Zied is who is not that worldly. I don't think he's dumb. I just think he's quite naive.
He's only had one girl before.
And even he's
with relation with one girl.
Oh, dude, why is she talking about her ex-boyfriend so much? I fucking creeped out.
It's true.
Y'all, that's a red flag.
Yeah. There are some people, I've been on dates where some people have talked about their exes for half of the date.
And did you go on a second date with them?
No, I did not.
Exactly.
No, I did not. Because that means they're carrying in their Louis Vuitton baggage. And I'm not interested in that.
I mean, and that's kind of all that really happened with them.
Yeah, that was, I agree, that it was not a lot. I think we're to one of our new Lonely Hearts.
Oh.
Whose name is Benjamin.
Benjamin, brother Benjamin.
Y'all,
Benjamin, could you get up and lead the pastor?
I think all you need to know about Benjamin is that he gives cute little side hugs. That's all you need to know.
That's all. We didn't talk about Benjamin. I wonder if we're on the same page.
Yeah, we did not talk about him. Some other things to describe him is very active in his church.
Loves the Lord.
He has glasses. Basically, if you look up pedophile in the dictionary, Benjamin's right there.
He's got a 1990s haircut that Ben Affleck called about.
Yeah,
literally.
And I will say I don't think that Benjamin is a pedophile. I'm just saying if he was in a lineup, someone would pick out that pedophile in a second. Oh, it's the glasses.
Is a glass. I didn't think he was a pedophile as much as you might be a homosexual.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Benjamin might. Yeah.
There's this idea when they showed him walking that when he's walking, he's like. He also, there's so many things here with Benjamin. I also wrote Jared from Subway.
Oh, well.
Maybe that was the pedophile thing.
That's it. Yeah, I can see the Jared from Subway thing.
He's a creepy white guy with glasses.
I didn't get creepy as much as just really weird gay guy. I mean, y'all, he lives in Phoenix. And if you live in Phoenix...
when he was cutting corners, and he made a bologna sandwich with Twinkies.
But that's what I was going to say. If you live in Phoenix, y'all, it's not. I know his ex-wife apparently is taking him for all his money.
Yeah, and she was not white. I don't know what she was.
I don't mean to judge someone's financial. It's not a judgment. It's more, I'm wondering. It's not that expensive to live in Phoenix.
No.
And we see his apartment. Y'all, he's probably paying $627 a month. Okay.
Oh God, what I would give to pay $627 a month.
Yeah,
I would be on my knees daily.
Wait.
Well,
yeah, you. Wait, but you're not.
How's that different?
You're not getting a good deal on your rent.
I know.
You're really getting screwed over, literally. Boom. We need to have a sound effect of a cymbal.
Someone come at us if you can help us with that.
Anyway, he loves Akini and Nairobi.
I wrote Naimi.
Which he goes to Light Life Church. And y'all, usually, and I don't mean this as a judgment. I'm just saying in my experiences, churches that have the name.
Mega church.
The churches that have the name Light or Life in it probably don't condemn or don't love homosexuality.
No, they sing they sing that tape that we saw on the show on the infomercials, shout to the Lord all the earth, da da da, and then he has made me glad, oh he has made me glad,
he loves some boobs and not dick.
But y'all, if you those praise chorus worship things, he knows all those.
He knows all of them. He gets really invested in them.
He's probably a fine guy.
I think he's a fine guy. I just think there's a problem. Well, no, I'm going to save that because that's my straight people be crazy. That's my straight people be crazy.
So Nakimi.
Oh, wait. No, it's not.
Nakimi is also creepy because she's like a model, but needs money and also needs a bride price, which happens.
It's like Bring Me My Bride
But like
from Sondheim.
$15,000.
You know what's going to happen, though? But maybe that's just like what is it? I looked it up. Maybe it's like the shilling rate in like in Nairobi or Kenya, wherever they're from. So maybe he's going to be there and her dad's going to be like,
it's $30.
Yeah, he's going to be like, I need 2 million shillings. And then he does a thing on his calculator. He's like,
It's like bus fare.
Oh, it's like $1.75.
I could get that.
And he's like, can I Venmo you? Like Apple Cash? No.
I must say the idea of a bride price appeals to me.
Okay. That's not where I thought you were going to go.
But here's why. I would love if someone was to come to me and pay me to be to be their bride.
Concubine? Concubine, is that what you would want to do?
Yes. I don't know what happened there.
Your little speaker headphone. Don't mess with the
no!
cord.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think it's that.
I'd love a good $20,000.
I think
I'd be a bride for $20,000.
I think she probably loves him. I think she's very naive. She's never dated a white guy or someone different from her culture. Also,
Her father might chase him with a machete.
they don't know if she wants to be a fucking mother. You might want to figure that out, Benjamin. Like, you kind of have
It
one
is a little
job.
ridiculous.
And then his friend Desiree comes over.
Oh.
Who, she was a judgy bitch, and I loved her for it. And I think her jacket looked like she got it from Casual Corner.
I wrote down
Chico's.
her snakeskin top makes a statement.
Do you think it was a Chico's original?
It was a Chico's original, possibly Kato.
Petite sophisticated. Y'all come at us if you remember Petite sophisticated.
Limited to.
Y'all, I'm here for
I will
it.
say one thing about Benjamin. His teeth are absolutely terrifying. They're
not
so
great teeth.
sharp.
They're very sharp.
And there are so many of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's so many teeth.
The Lord gave Benjamin a lot of teeth, and we can't remove them.
It's like a shark with 2 sets of them. Y'all, there are so many teeth in that mouth. It creeps me the fuck out.
I just can't believe that he's still taking the bus. Phoenix isn't that expensive, y'all. It's not that expensive.
I don't know.
His wife must really be raking him over.
He makes me sad. He makes me sad.
Well, then we're 2 for 2 because Caesar makes me sadder.
Oh,
are you done with Benjamin?
No, I'm done. Caesar is the saddest.
Y'all, Poodle said it right when he said he's the Eeyore of this show. Oh, she canceled the trip again.
Bother.
Oh, bother.
I'm never going to find love.
Never going to find love.
I'll just be here as a nail tech.
Has anyone
Jeremy,
seen my
can
tail?
I jerk you off?
Yeah. Jeremy.
If you go, listen to our last episode, we'll hear about Jeremy. Maria is still not coming to, she hasn't bought her ticket yet.
She hasn't. Also, did you notice what was on Caesar's fridge?
No.
There was a cartoon color of a turtle, and it was all colors. It was a cartoon turtle, and it said, "Be a super friend," with exclamation point. And I thought, my first thought was, did he color that for himself, or did a child? And then I went, no. Hopefully a child gave that to him. But y'all, I think he might have colored it. Caesar would have been like
occupational therapy, because I really think that Yami, his friend who came over, I think that might be in his occupational therapist.
I think so too, y'all. I think he's on the spectrum, and they're not letting us know.
We are not making fun of him, y'all.
No, not at all.
Because you can't help that you are. I feel like he's definitely in occupational therapy.
It's almost like
something is happening.
On a spectrum level, what he's obsessed with is Maria.
Yeah.
This idea of this person.
Would you like to talk about his house?
I'm going to let you dive into that one first.
Okay. Next on Lifestyles, the rich and famous, or not so rich and definitely not famous.
Bringing on the shimp on the ball, baby.
We have Caesar, the bedroom of Caesar. As we walk into the lovely 12 by 12 feet room, we see white walls everywhere, with the exception of a purple chemise, one plank of a curtain. As we've seen
doesn't
before.
block out any light, and you can see the busted.
It looks like a bordello.
The busted vertical blinds behind it.
All right, we have a huge nondescript television, which is the only decoration in the room.
With a Google Home that's probably his only friend at night.
And in the middle of the room, the place where all the magic happens.
It's Palm Springs and Comforter Dreams.
It looks like a melted sandwich with a sunset scene on it. It's disturbing.
And the saddest part of all, Caesar's never going to get his happy ending.
He is not. Until next time, champagne wishes and 90 Day Fiancé dreams. Anyway, we didn't announce that, but that was definitely 90 Days Theater.
That was definitely 90 Days Theater.
Y'all, if you never watched Robin Leach, I think he's dead now.
He is dead.
He's dead.
Again, I loved his outfit. That reminded me of show choir. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
The black shirt with the red tie.
If y'all want me to leave the version of hot, hot, hot on your voicemail, I will if you pay me.
No.
$10.
It's racist.
What? $10. His poor friend, she was even like, this bitch doesn't love him. I know she doesn't. That's what's sad is that everyone around Caesar knows this is is real, and it's like
someone needs to.
It brings up this ethical question of what do we do?
They're all enabling him.
But are we enabling, or at one point do you stop talking because no one's listening?
It's true.
It's like, what is going to get through to this guy?
What do you think about when she still hasn't bought her ticket, and he calls her the day before, and she's like, my mother has birthday.
My mother. And he's like, again? I thought that happened last month.
How does she have 6 birthdays a year?
This is Ukrainian. This is Russian birthday.
And they always happen in times where you're supposed to visit.
Yeah, this is, I promise.
Russian birthday. Russians have 6 birthdays a year. That's why we look old.
You get it. Bring me vodka.
You get it. Svedka.
It's behind the boom. I mean, I wasn't surprised at it. You know what? I'll be shocked if we actually see her this season. Because we're not going to see her. There's no way.
No. I will say there was one customer, I don't think we caught her name. She was giving it to him. She's like, the bitch is never going to come.
What it is, it reminds me of, y'all, this is a little bit of not a PSA, but a PSK.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
You've been sitting on that one like a big dick.
It's true. Just one. The PSK is, because I feel like sometimes, maybe it's the same situation. You remember when I laugh, but when you came out, because y'all, when I knew Poodle, he was dating a woman. Fix that. But when you came out, and I remember a lot of people say, oh, honey, I already knew. And they think it's going to make you feel better.
No, you just want people to listen to you.
It makes you feel sometimes like,
it's patronizing.
Patronizing, or it makes you feel like you were the butt of the joke.
But
or
I get it. I get it. Why they think that they're being knowing. They think that they're reassuring you.
So that is a PSK. If you have somebody who is a flouncing homosexual in your life, and he comes out to, or she comes out to you.
Yeah, no shit.
If your friend Ruth, if she fixes cars. And she's always got oil on her hands.
She loves golf.
And yes, and she thinks Pink.
Yo, Ruth loves
she thinks
golf.
Pink is so talented. And she says to you one day, she's like, Barbara, I think I like the pussy. And you say,
no shit.
Ruth, I know. You look at her and you say, oh, really? I'm so glad.
Thank you for telling me.
Does this make you feel better? And you're like, great.
That's all you need.
That's all you need to say.
You don't need to say, yeah, I knew.
I knew when you fixed my carburetor last spring. It's ran like a dream ever since. But thanks, Ruthie. Can't say that, y'all.
I want to just the one Caesar statement that I want to laser in on is he said, and this hurt my heart. I think that when you love someone, you never give up on them.
This is what happens when you think love is what you see in a movie.
Amen.
Because
it's everyone's problem.
I know, but
it's Darcy's problem. It's Rebecca's problem.
I think what Darcy's problem is what she's seen on like Vivid Video, though. Because y'all, by the way, bitch was pissed when she found out she was staying in another room. She was like, "What?
Wait,
he's trying to be a gentleman, but how am I going to be worthy?
If he's not going to fuck me, how do I feel good about myself?
Am I human? I can't put makeup over that. I tried once, and then I got a yeast infection."
It's the truth.
I think that's all
I've got.
Y'all, now it's time for our favorite segment.
Our favorite segment called Straight People Be Crazy. Well, boing.
We do. Y'all, we need sound effects.
Do you want me to go first?
No, you go ahead, sure. If you have
mine goes with Rebecca and Zied when he's like, I've only been with one woman before.
One woman
and she goes, oh, that's lovely. And as a gay person, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I can't teach you everything.
That's so much work.
I expect you to come in seasoned like an old cast iron skillet. That both of us know what we're doing.
Want to butter that cornbread and bake it with a nice crispy edge.
I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to teach. I'm not going to be someone's sensei. I need you to know what you're doing.
A sensei.
Sensei. Anyway, if I heard that, I'm like, check, please.
Yeah. Y'all, because I remember when I was like 25 years old.
I didn't know how to have sex.
I had sex with like a 45-year-old black man, and it rocked my chain. I'm just going to say,
Yeah, maybe find a different way of saying
But remember the first time you slept with an older man and you were like,
yeah,
whoa.
I'm like, oh, so this is what it is.
You're like, wow.
This is like Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country. Okay, we got to move on.
That's copyrighted too.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Oh, God.
But what was the name of Caesar's friends that goes to his house that tells him he needs feminine touches in his place?
Yummy.
Y'all, I don't need to say straight people be crazy because when Caesar brought out that ring, Yami was like, fuck. This shit is deep. Straight people.
She went, oh, this is real.
This is fucking straight people be crazy. Crazy.
Y'all, a gay person would never give a ring to someone unless they had to.
Or it was a cock ring. That's about it. Honey, I just met you. I want you to take this.
I would definitely lend anyone a cock ring.
Exactly.
That's just Christian charity.
Teach the children well.
I think that's all we got.
I think that's all we got today.
Y'all, this has been so much fun recapping this show.
It was. I was sleepy doing this. We were tired. We'd had a long, and then I just feel reborn. I'm going to crash after this.
I am too. But y'all, we're loving this show.
We are.
If you haven't joined our Sissy Squad yet on Facebook, it's been blowing up, number one.
If you're in the H&M and you're looking for sissies to whip, it's not that type of group.
It's not that kind of group.
We're gonna ask you if you're real.
If you're like not H&M, that's a clothing store. You fucking
well,
moron.
You marry.
You queer.
You gay
S&M. We're not sissies in that way, but we're sissies in like little gay boys who run around flailing their arms. But y'all,
it's a private group, so just ask us to join. We'll add you in. That's where all of y'all are having your conversations.
And our favorite thing, you guys, and the thing we need more than anybody else, or anything else, I should say. I know what I need more than anybody else.
More than world peace.
More than words is all that I have to do to make it real. that's not good. You didn't fourths instead of thirds. That was awful. So anyway,
Y'all, sometimes,
we love a review.
Sometimes I just sing the wrong harmony
No,
to just make
it was
it
wrong.
banging.
We love a good
No,
review.
I'll do it again. Let's do it again. Do it one more time.
Fuck, I can't get into it. More than words. It's da 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 da. Have to say that you love me.
Am I melody or harmony?
You choose. Anything.
I'll do harmony.
Because
'Cause
I already know. I hate you.
Well, I thought you were going up at the end.
No, the melody goes down.
Well, I thought we went to the second one. Where you go?
Anyway,
Anyway.
if you love our show, not just what the singing was, you can go to iTunes or Stitcher
If you go to
or
your Apple Podcast
Ask
and leave
Bleacher
Ask
or
Bleacher.
wherever it is to leave us a review.
5
stars and say, if you don't even have anything to say keep going, Queens.
Keep going, Queens. We appreciate it so
We
much.
love anything. The reviews make us feel good.
And then, you know what? Another thing, y'all, just help to spread the word.
On your socials.
Just tell people about the show. We really appreciate that very much. Tweet other podcasters. Say, put these whores on your show. We like that, too. Lastly, you can go to all of our stuff at sissythattalk.com, and you can listen
That's
to all
our
this
network.
To our networks of shows. We've got Bitchcraft. We have the old Riverdale
Can't even
episodes.
remember.
We have Southern Charm. We have Dear Maddie. It's all up there.
And you can follow us on our socials on Instagram and Twitter I'm at Jake It or Fake It.
Yes, and I'm at the Matt Marr, 2 T's, 2 R's.
We call them lonely hearts, these people, because they are lonely just like a lot of us out here. And they're just looking for love in all the wrong places. And if you're lonely and you decide to look for a 90 Day Fiancé, call us.